My name is Gordon Byrne, and I am a professor of philosophy here at Lehigh. Lehigh is a traditional engineering school, but it has one building entirely devoted to philosophy. So that's pretty amazing. They have that. Only a few universities in the world have a building entirely devoted to philosophy. Ours happens to be not large, but it's a little Tudoroid cottage, and it sits at the front entrance, back when universities had front entrances before they took over entire cities. And so right now, I'm in a renovated porch. For a while, I used to lift the Adirondack chairs from where the university puts them and put them here. And pretty soon, the people who put them out in the spring knew that I wanted them there. So they'd come around with their truck and they'd say, "You're the one that likes them," yeah. And so they would start putting them there. And the Lehigh also has lots of these tables with umbrellas. So, but they do something which I'm not sure it makes sense, but somebody said, you've got to chain the chairs to the tables. So we have one of those tables, but I freed the chairs. There are only 4 to free, so there are only 4 people who can enjoy them, but I'd be talking to someone out there and I'd say, would you like to free a chair? I wrote a book on making your life beautiful. When I was beginning to write that book, I realized that I liked sticks. And I began to notice things about sticks. I'm nearsighted, so there are amazing features of sticks, but the thing itself there's so much more to anything than what it takes to be the thing of its type, that it's always overflowing, its stickiness. And so I began to think that this is if there were a God, one of his gifts would be sticks, because they're everywhere and they're all beautiful. So sometimes I'll be some of those things up there are lines that I just typed up and put up. There's a squirrel's nest that fell. I never held a squirrel's nest, but one fell out of a tree nearby. I spent a lot of time in this chair. I mean, I don't type in this chair. I mean, if I were a different generation, I would type on my lap here, but I type at the desk. Many of the students we teach, I'm teaching them their last philosophy course and their first philosophy course at the same time. So I don't think there's any value in knowing what happens, in the third argument in chapter 3, if it's the last philosophy course you're going to take. So I feel I try to make my courses be about the things that philosophy is about.